I wanted to talk to you a little bit now about body shaping and different options for body shaping. Here I have two different versions of the dangled garment, sweater, pullover. This is the cardigan version that has hourglass or waisted shaping. This one is the sweater version and you can see it's done straight down. So within this pattern we have three different options. Both patterns will have the option for doing hourglass waist shaping where it decreases to the waist and then increases afterwards, straight like this, or else A-line for the final one. The only differences you're going to have as you go through is you're going to have a different number of stitches, and you need to just make sure that when you reach the bottom and you've got your color work at the end, that you've got enough stitches to work the pattern repeats. But because it's a small pattern repeat, it shouldn't really be too much of a difficulty. Now, I'll just kind of take a look at the different shaping and when would you use it and things you might want to think about. So the first one here is your straight down. So what that means is pretty much as it says, the size you've got for your bust is going to be the same size going down here. If you have got a larger bust than the rest of you, what that will usually mean is you may want to keep it a little closer to your bust size so that the rest of it is a bit more fitted as you go down, and it just gives you a more fitted silhouette. I'm actually quite a fan of the hourglass shaping because it sounds more dramatic than it is. It's actually very gentle shaping where it comes in just a few stitches just to give you a little bit of a curve and then go out again. Even if you don't have a very defined waist, it can actually help give a little bit of shape to the garment, with the most important thing for it being that when you are doing the part where it's meant to be the waist and it's the narrowest point, you want that to match as close as possible to your body's natural waist as you can, because if it's still much higher or much lower than your own waist, it's going to look a little bit strange. So that's the only thing you need to keep an eye out with that one. And then the final option would be A-line shaping, which I actually really quite like and find a very flattering, relaxed wear to fit. So with that one, it's where you start with the bust size, usually fairly fitted, so that as you go wider, it's not going to look too oversized. So pretty much the size of the bust. And then you very slowly, usually the side seams just start increasing going down. The rate you increase can vary quite a lot. You can have very, very slow, so it just comes out a small bit, or you could do a much more dramatic A-line if you prefer it as well. So that option gives a little bit more of a swing to it. If you've got wider hips than bust, that's a very easy way of accommodating it as well. But I would recommend keeping the bust size fairly close so that the whole thing doesn't end up looking a bit oversized. So you want it fitted somewhere. But those are the three different options. I like them all. I find that the straight, little bit more relaxed to wear, a bit more closer to kind of a t-shirt feel. A-line has a bit more swing to it. It's very comfortable because it's a bit looser at the bottom, so easier to kind of sit and move and throw on and off things. A-line, I actually quite like the shaping it gives you with just that small little bit of fitting. So I like them all. I would just end up wearing them in different circumstances.